The dark reflection ritual. Find an old mirror, one you don't mind shattering. I mind shattering all of them actually. And take a long hard look at your own reflection. Rough. Breathe onto the mirror, a step that's sometimes called anointing the mirror until it becomes slightly foggy. Light a candle and hold it against the mirror, burning it slightly, and then finally smash the mirror with your foot. With that, you've released a cloud of negative energy which will follow you for the next 48 hours. It's said that if you survive the night and you can outsmart bad luck by holding your breath, some believe, which makes you briefly invisible to angry spirits, you'll be rewarded with a full year of limitless good luck. Well, okay, I understand the whole mirror thing because many people believe mirrors hold spirits or they're a gateway to the spirit world. Who came up with that? I don't really know. But there's a thing about mirrors, which is why if you smash one, it's bad luck. Something to do with spirits, something to do with spirit world, dead people. I don't know. Maybe I'm making all this up, but there's a reason you've got to look in a mirror to summon demons such as Bloody Mary and Candyman. I'm like okay just having relatively, you know, unpredictable luck. I'm fine. I don't need limitless luck. Cat scratch. Scary game. You lie on your back on the floor with your hand resting on a friend's lap. Then your friend recites one of the 2 stories involving a cat, all while gently rubbing your temples. They're long stories and include creepy lines like, "There once was an old lady who owned a cat. The cat was very nice. It meowed and purred. One day the cat got hit by a car and died." When your friend is finished, stand up and pull up your shirt. If the ghoulish ritual worked correctly, your back should be covered in red claw marks. I mean, or your friend got a little too handsy. No, I think I'm okay. I've had a cat, and cat scratches suck. They suck, and they linger for a period of time. It's not fun. Not fun at all. I remember once my whole hand was cut open by a cat. I had to wrap it up in a bandage. Not just a band-aid, a bandage. So, this one we should really just skip out on. Elevator to another dimension. First, the prospective player must choose a building with at least 10 accessible floors and locate an elevator that can be used without anyone else trying to get on it at the same time. The player will then enter the elevator from the first floor, but absolutely must be completely alone. Once in the elevator, the player must visit each of the following floors in exactly this order, pressing the next button just after arriving at each. 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5, 1. Upon pressing the button to once again return to the first floor, if the elevator begins to move up instead of down, then the ritual has been successful, and the next floor the player arrives at will be the portal to another dimension. However, if the elevator obeys and begins descending to the first floor, the player must exit the elevator and the building as quickly as possible, and not, for any reason, look back. I assume there will be a demon behind them, and if you look back and make eye contact, you are kaputs. I mean, if you have all of this time on your hand to play this game, maybe you deserve it. Wow. I mean, look, to each their own, you can do whatever you want, but just know that I am judging on camera and letting everyone know about it. Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Central Dark, your place for all things horror. I'm your host, Lucy McPhee, and these are the scary rituals you don't want to be involved in, part 2. I don't really want to be involved in anything, but that's also a dirty lie. I want to be involved in everything. FOMO. Hide and seek alone. Just find yourself a creepy doll and summon a ghost to inhabit it, so it chases after you. Fun, right? Oh, and there's a catch. When the possessed doll is it, they're not just trying to tag you. The doll will actually be intent on stabbing you instead. Wow. I mean, again, it just all comes back to the fact of why? Think of like other fun games. Like, I mean, technology is so advanced. Just play a computer game. You don't need to run around your house with a doll wielding a knife who is trying to kill you. This isn't Chucky IRL, you know? We need to get out of that. The thumb game. You and 3 or more friends sit in a circle with a lit candle in the middle, and each person holds onto the thumb of the person sitting to his or her right. Close your eyes and repeat this chant. Oye Yubi, hear our voice. Oye Yubi, grant our wish. Within moments, you'll be transported back to the mirror where the murder took place. Look around the room and see if you can find the Japanese girl's missing thumb. Don't let go of anybody's thumb or it will immediately be taken away to the spirit realm. You'll have until the candle burns out to find the missing thumb, and then you'll return to the home where you left and the danger will have passed. I mean, this isn't supposed to be funny, but for some reason, it's oddly humorous. The idea that if you let go of the person's thumb next to you, you may have to say goodbye to your thumb forever. This isn't high stakes, it's just, do you love your thumb or do you hate your thumb? It's a potential thumb loss game. It's so random. Why the thumb? The Binoculars Game. You and a friend visit an empty house. You anchor a piece of rope near the front door and tie your friend to the other end. Then write a message on a piece of paper. We welcome you. You shall not be harmed, or something, and slip it under the door. Both of you wait till 10:30 p.m, at which time you will split off from your friend and explore the dark house, repeating the phrase, "Come, come, come with me, we'll have lots of fun. Come with me." Then return to your friend and put your ear to the door. Do you hear a faint knocking? Good or rather bad? It means he is on his way. Run upstairs with your binoculars and look out the nearest window. Do you see a shadowy figure in the distance moving in a menacing manner towards the house? That means your ritual worked. Now it's time to panic and try to remember if you locked all the doors. Shout from the window, "Forgive, for I am mistaken." Close your eyes and open them again quickly. If the figure is no longer there, you're saved. If he's still coming, well, it's been nice knowing you. I mean, why? With stakes so high, you know, death. So why? Like, first of all, I'm in bed by 10:30 p.m. I've put on an episode of something. Let's be honest. I'm falling asleep. I don't have time to stay up and do a ritual with my friend where we will most likely die. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Have one of your friends lie on the floor while 4 or 5 people kneel around him or her, with each of you placing just 2 fingers from each hand under their body. The group chants, "Light as a feather, stiff as a board," and then attempts to lift that person into the air. It won't work the first time, but by your second attempt you'll discover, much to everyone's shock and awe, that they easily drift upwards, almost like you're nudging up a balloon. I've played this game. I played it when I was younger, ever since I saw the movie The Craft, when they were like, light as a feather, stiff as a board, light as a feather, stiff as a board. And it was amazing, and I was like, I just want to be like all of them. Until the end of the movie, and then you realise they all suck. But I always wanted to do that. I tried it. I mean, when I was younger, I didn't have enough friends to do it, so I would just like do it with my... I don't know who I did it with. I probably just did it by myself. Or like on a dog. See and kill. In this version of hide and seek, the person who's it is playing the role of a Michael Myers-esque serial killer on the rampage for more victims. So when you're hiding, you're not just trying to win the game, you're also trying to survive. Every time somebody is caught, they have to let out a blood-curdling scream as if, say, they'd been attacked with an axe or chainsaw, something straight out of a horror movie. These screams are designed to let the rest of the group know that somebody's been caught, and also to add an extra element of fear and dread to the game. Okay, this one's fine. Not really much of a ritual because it's just some friends playing a game, but it's roleplay, right? They don't really have an axe or a chainsaw, right? I guess it depends. You find out that day who your friends really are. Are they the type to just, you know, roleplay, or are they bringing an axe to this game? They won't be your friends for long, because you'll be dead. Charlotte's Mirror. At or around midnight, step into a dark closet and close the door. Wait for 2 minutes, then hold out an unlit match while chanting, "Show me the light or leave me in the darkness." If you hear faint whispering behind you, light the match right away. Don't let it go out. If you do, the demon will likely grab you and take you with him to whatever dark and gloomy underworld it calls home. As long as your match is lit, you are protected. Listen as long as you like to its whispers, menacing groans, and when you're ready, slowly reach for the door, and without letting the match go out, leave the closet. Okay, I am familiar with this one, simply due to the problematic YouTuber that is Shane Dawson. He did a video on this before he was cancelled, and I had watched it. And they did this exact same thing. And guess what? Nothing happened. Nothing at all. But no surprise there, it's him. You know. I'm surprised he didn't fake the whole thing. The shoebox telephone. Write a letter to somebody who's passed away with a very specific question for them. Don't be vague. A question like, "How are you doing?" isn't going to impress any ghosts. Savage. Next, run a string between 2 cups and put one of the cups inside a shoebox. Then place that shoebox, the phone for whatever ghost you're trying to contact, in a dark closet. That's it. It's time to go to bed and wait for the call. You'll have a dream in which a phone is ringing, which frankly should be enough to wake you up. When that happens, get out of bed and, without turning on any lights, go find the closet. Sit down next to the cup, whose string should be leading into the closed closet door, and pick it up. Put the cup to your ear and listen. At this point you'll be either hearing nothing, in which case your experiment failed and it's time to go back to bed, or you'll hear the voice of somebody who has left this mortal coil, in which case you can either sit and listen to what they have to say, or drop the cup and just start running, screaming, "Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Hey." I like to think. Did you? This is in quotations, but I like to think that you just added this line specifically. To be honest, I hate phone calls generally from the world of the living. I tend to just ignore all phone calls, especially unknown numbers, so there's not a chance in hell I'm gonna set up this fake shoebox phone to call a demon who's then gonna sit in my closet and talk to me. I just would rather not, you know? Well guys, there we have it. Thanks for tuning into this video. I've been your host, Lucy McPhee. Stick around for bloopers. Okay, this is Scary Rituals You Don't Want to Be Involved in Part 2. Oh wait. Where's the fuck's my thing? Oh, one sec. The bit... You know, for a second I didn't know how to say that word. I mean, there's no... Oh wait, there's still more. This isn't real. It can't be. Oh, this is hitting the mic. One sec. There we go. In this version of hide and seek, the person who's it is playing the role of Michael Myers. Oh. Huh, let me start again. I don't see Charlotte's mirror on the note. Okay. I'll just read what the script says. This got dark. Bleak as I suck at thumb wars. My thumbs are short. I don't know. Well, I can't even pronounce that name, so... Oye. Thumbs are pretty important, to be honest. I do a lot with my thumb. Oh my god. Why does everything have to sound dirty? Guess it's just my head. Maybe it's not. I just assume everything's filthy.